Hi, Phil Konstantin here, Travels with Phil. Thoughts for the day for February the 3rd, 2017. Now, first off, I got to tell you, I haven't had any Wi-Fi out here. This is in the middle of, not quite nowhere, but close to it. And so the one short period of time that I had it was I was driving along. That's when I sent a picture of the big tree in the Fremont River here from the campground. But I've been at Capitol Reef here. It's the first time since about 38 years, sometime around 1979, 80, 81, something like that. So I really like this place. Now, Capitol Reef is a very, very long, narrow park, and it covers what's called the water pocket fold. And what happens if you take geography or the land and force it from both sides, it builds up sort of like this, and then just sort of flipped over on itself. Except this goes for miles and miles and miles and miles, and then a few more miles after that. And so it's just some amazing stuff. And you actually see the rocks where you can see the twisting layers and the layers, or how they twist and move and go at different angles and all kinds of stuff like that. So went along the Nodum Bullfrog Road, which goes along the eastern edge. It goes in and out of the park a couple of times. Some of it's paved, some of it's mud. The stuff that was mud, well, it was still, it's been snowing out here not too long ago. And so there was a lot of mud out there. It was a dirt road, actually. It wasn't a mud road, but it was a mud road in several spots. I had to turn around after going quite a distance down there. And went back up toward the north part of the park. As I was coming through, I went to the Grand Wash, and the Grand Wash is pretty cool. It's like a very large slot canyon. There are spots out there where it's maybe 20 feet wide and 500 plus feet high. It's usually not quite that narrow, but it stays fairly high, and that's an interesting walk through there. Then I went over to the Hickman Natural Bridge, and I hadn't been there in a long time. Same length of time. Seemed like the route I traveled was a little bit different than the one I remember before, but this is a fairly large one. It's 130 some odd feet high and about the same distance wide. So that's a pretty cool spot. And then I decided to try and go down. The whole point of going down the Nodum Bullfrog Road was because I want to get down to what's called the Burr Trail Switchbacks. And there's some spots out there where just the land just seems to be like a sea serpent, going certain layers of rock, and it just rises up like the back of a sea serpent you see in some old maps or something like that. So since I couldn't make it on the Nodum Bullfrog Road, I went down, I believe it's number 12, highway number 12, and crossed the ridge up there, 9,600 feet. It's pretty high. It was pretty cold up there, too. And then got down to Boulder and then got on the Burr Trail. Now, the Burr Trail, the first time I traveled across the Burr Trail, there was a sign, a large sign, and I've tried to find pictures of it, can't find any. I've even emailed people there in Boulder, the little town where it starts. And basically it says, roadway unpaved, use at your own risk, uses stream beds for frequent roads, or the roads are frequently through stream beds, subject to washouts, subject to holds, travel at your own risk. Now, this is a state sign. It's a big one. It was a state sign. And the very last thing, which made it my favorite sign of all times, was good luck. You see the word good luck on a state sign. Even now, it says 75 miles and then travel at your own risk. So I went down part of that, got into a little bit of mud, but made it all the way down to what are called the Burr Trail Switchbacks. As you're driving up to this thing, you're saying, where did the road go? Well, I'll show you some pictures later when I get a chance to go do that. But that was really, really something I'd wanted to do for a long time, was go back in that area. Now, one of the reasons you're hearing me talk about it, and you'll probably, it'll be a while before you get this message, and see some of the other stuff, is the only picture I've sent out from here was of the campground. And that's for the brief, short time that I was in an area that had Wi-Fi. Haven't had any Wi-Fi all day long. Tried in a couple places. I might be able to get some tomorrow, but just haven't been able to get any, so there's no messages going out. But it's been a really, really great day for exploring. I'm tired. I haven't done any hiking in a while, so it's taken me a little while to get used to where everything is here in the pod. But a really good day here at Capitol Reef, and tomorrow, the 4th, I plan on leaving, and we'll do a little bit more exploring here, but before checkout time. Then at checkout time, I'm going to go over to Goblin Valley State Park, which is a really cool place, and we'll have pictures and all kinds of videos for that. So, Travels with Phil, thoughts for the day, February the 3rd, 2017. Back to you.